Back when I were a lad, they were talking about the possibility of Pokemon being real. Like, created in a lab by crazy Japanese scientists who were going to fuse some DNA and it was going to be cloned and some animals and it would all be moshed into a real Pokemon. They were going to be real. That never happened. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting, like, fucking 20 years later, however long it's been. It's been a long time. Over, yeah, 15, something like that. Who knows? But probably people who can count. I can't, as you can clearly tell. I'm still waiting for that day to happen, my friends, and it hasn't come. So I'm disappointed, but at this point, we have Pokemon digitally, so let's just live with that, right? Most of our fucking lives are digital anyway. Might as well just get with the program. Anyway, let's get to the video at hand. This is a Pokemon video. This is a battle. I have a Diggersby. He has a Zapdos. What does that mean? It means I kill him turn 1, which I was kind of surprised at. Not only the fact that the Zapdos just straight up was killed, because I was thinking maybe it was a defensive build, but that he stayed in for that. Maybe he was predicting me to U-turn out, and I didn't, and therefore he died, but now he can confirm that I was a scarfed one, and that's probably why he didn't think I was, so that's why he stayed. In any case, Mega Banette is coming my way, and I do not want it to do anything. It strikes fear into my very soul, so I'm going to go into the thing that stops fear. It is, of course, my solid shell, my nutcase. I need to give this guy a nickname. I need to bring Nutcase back from the dead. He's been gone a while. As you can see, I get burned, and the burned Gyro Ball isn't going to do much. The reason I went for Gyro Ball was seeing Mega Banette. Generally, those things like to taunt, and Fori is something that sets up a lot, which is why I predicted the taunt and went for the Gyro Ball. Didn't get rewarded for my prediction because he, ended up going for the Willow, and it did nothing. But I can easily go for Spikes this turn as long as he doesn't taunt, and he doesn't. He actually pulls a switch to Meowstic, or as I like to call it, Meowst Prick, because this thing is so fucking annoying. Prankster is literally the worst thing to happen in Pokemon history. I cannot stand it. It is so annoying. And I'm going to fall to it once again here. Bring in my own Meowstic. This is the other one, the female one, which isn't an annoying prick. It's actually pretty cool. But I get paralyzed for my trouble and fully parried to boot. So that's great. This is just turning out splendidly for me. He ends up going to Mandibuzz on the switch, and I decide I'm going to trick him here because I have choice specs at my disposal. And, no matter what he wanted to do, I was thinking, that may be a cool thing. Get the choice specs on a Pokemon which may not like it, and it is pretty perfect because Mandibuzz don't like choice specs, He's got pretty good eyesight. He doesn't need his vision being blurred anymore, but I'm going to continue to blur it as he defogs the area, and I bolt him out the sky with a nice old T-bolt there. I'm not going to stay in because the switch to Hydreigon is fairly obvious, so I pull a double of my own into Diggersby. Lends me a real nice advantage because it is actually the opportune moment when the Reflect wears off. So my U-turn will be doing maximum damage. I'm in a great place. He knows I'm scarfed though, so he isn't going to stay in, unfortunately, and I'm not going to get the surprise factor. But, getting the U-turn damage on the Mandibuzz works fine anyway. I think he's going to end up foddering this thing at this point because I have kind of crippled it with the choice specs. It is kind of just a ticking clock. And I'm going to end that timer with a well-timed, well-placed Draco. Seems a little bit over the top to go for a Draco to kill a Mandibuzz from that range, but to be perfectly honest, the rest of my moves wouldn't really cut it. My Flamethrower is the most accurate, and I didn't think that would kill, so I had to go with the next best option, which was Draco Meteor, and, well, it does the job. It's unfortunate that I have to switch because Meowstic's going to come in and annoy me, and he makes a really nice play by predicting my switch to Diggersby and going for the alternative option of status, which is his Toxic as opposed to the T-Wave. Obviously, T-Wave would have done nothing to me, so makes the correct play, and also feeds exactly into what I'm about to do by reflecting on my U-turn. So he is doing a very good job of playing this Meowstic at this point. I am falling foul to it and get hit by the Rocky Helmet by the U-turn just to add salt to the wound, just to say, fuck you, Diggersby, I know your game and I'm going to play it. So at this point, I decide to make a switch into my Venusaur, which is the Mega I decided on for this match. I don't think I've really used Mega Venusaur a lot on Wi-Fi. I have used it extensively in simulators, not recently because I haven't been playing a lot, but back in the early, what am I talking about? Back in the when X and Y literally came out like fucking last year. Earlier on this year, I guess I was using Mega Venusaur a lot, and dear God. Dear God, this thing is annoying! I told you Meowstic was the thing that was getting on my tits, but I tell you, Mega Venusaur is even damn worse. It is ridiculous. It takes hits like nothing else. It is just a thing that sits there and saps life. There is really hardly any way to kill it because it has thick fat. It is just a domineering, annoying defensive wall, and it is doing just the perfect job right here. As you can see, I've sped this up a whole lot because it is going to be a little bit boring for me to narrate it. I'm putting things to sleep, I'm setting up Leech Seed, I'm getting a sub going, and because I don't have lefties, the Leech Seed is providing my health back. It's like a circle that is working in a most beautiful arc, and eventually I decide I've got to switch out here. I can make a better opportunity of this if I go into something like my Slowbro and maybe try and set up a couple Calm Mines, because that could lend me the ability to maybe sweep at some point. Although there is the possibility that his Banette still has the Destiny Bond, so I do need to keep an ear and an eye out for that, and maybe try and work around it if I can. But for the moment, as far as this Haxorus staying in and being confused and outraging, I'm okay. The Leech Seed recovery means that I am going to be able to live another one, which is why I go for the Calm Mind here for the second time, trying to give myself a better advantage instead of just slacking off. As you can see, after the lefties, after the Leech Seed, he is going to be fully confused, and you know, he either has the opportunity to stay in, risk it, and probably not live while I slack off, or just you know, go to something else and deal with it appropriately. He decides Meowstic is the best course of action, which, yeah, I'd probably tend to agree with him. Makes more sense and allows him to get off an annoying Toxic on me, which will put me on a timer and mean that Slowbro will not have the opportunity to sweep if it is kind of stalled out for a period of time, like something substituting or protecting on me. And Banette could be something that could do that. As you can see, it has Protect, so I guess his team synergy is working pretty well there. Having Toxic and Protect scattered around the team means that you're able to, you know, bring things down to some points at some points. In any case, I'm going to end up scalding on the Destiny Bond turn, which makes him almost die, but not quite, which is actually perfect because it means I can save my Slowbro for later on, and it is not going to, you know, lose itself quite yet. I decide at this point, fodder for the Meowstic. It is not going anywhere anytime soon, and I might as well try and get off a hit or two if I opportunely can. Turns out he Shadow Sneaks and activates the red card that I tricked away earlier, forcing him into Haxorus, and ladies and gentlemen, I went for Psyshock this turn, which means that the Haxorus almost dies, so close to dying. I was really glad that Hydreigon didn't get pulled in there, because there was the possibility the red card could have pushed that thing in, and then Psyshock would have done nothing, but I did make the correct play, and it kind of worked out. So, unfortunately, Haxorus is an annoying pain in the arse, and I'm going to have to just go in here and try and deal with the best I can. Aside, setting up spikes would be a smart thing to do, just because his Banette is at a really low amount. That's going to die on switching, and at this point it means that he will have no reason to switch his Haxorus out either. So I'm thinking he's choice, right? It seems like he's been scarfed or something the whole time, so I'm just go for the Earthquake again, right? He's going to do that. Nope! Turns out he isn't, and she actually goes for the Iron Tails. I try and get a free switch into my my Noivern. Doesn't work out very well, because he's taking a lot of damage there. That could have been really dangerous if he critted me or something, and I've lost my Noivern, because that's one of my key things to take out the Hydreigon, granted, if it isn't scarfed, which could be an opportunity that he actually has the ability to take advantage of. But I'm going to go straight back to my Slowbro, not wanting to lose the Noivern. That would be a royal pain in the arse, so that's exactly what happens. And a Psychic Hit, really down on my luck here in terms of Slowbro living, because he is pretty much out of most of his HP and is poisoned, so I could bring him back, get some Regenerator on the go, but maybe at this point, with Haxorus out the way and with not much else threatening me on the physical end, I will just leave him to die, and that is pretty much what I do. Cortez goes down like a champ, and God, who needs Mega Slowbro? Who even needs Mega Slowbro? Normal Slowbro did a fucking great stand-up job on its own. I can't even imagine what Mega Slowbro is going to be like. It's going to be pretty brutal, you guys. I'll tell you that much. So he's going to make up make up the switch. He's going to end up switching into his Banette as fodder, getting a little bit of extra damage on the Diggersby. At this point, I wasn't sure what his game plan was and why he did that, but it makes sense now because he was actually scarfed in the end. He was faster than my Diggersby, which is why he probably made that last-minute switch out, so that he could try and whittle me down with poison to the point at which the Dragon Pulse would take me out, but it didn't. Ladies and gentlemen, Diggersby with a little bit of natural bulk lives the hit, is able to finish things off and take down the Hydreigon. So that is going to be the game. I hope you enjoyed it. Pretty fun one. A lot of interesting pokes being thrown around. Double Meowstic, one on my side, one on his. Kind of opposites doing their own thing, but still pretty interesting. So yeah, if you did enjoy, leave a like. I appreciate likes. Let's try and hit over 500. I've been hitting over 500 on a lot of my videos, and that is a cool benchmark to go for, so I would love it and appreciate it if we could hit that once again. And that is going to be me for this video, so thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Whatever I do, we will be together. Shakira song references in the house, and we'll see you next time. Goodbye.